when you say the left, yeah, so I consider myself to be a leftist, not really a liberal, but a leftist for sure. So when you say the left is violent, are you saying that in comparison to the right wing or just in general? Like, what do you mean when you say the left overall is violent? Because, I mean, that's a lot of people.
We mean that generally we think that the left responds to peace with violence more than the right. We think that the left generally takes situations that are otherwise peaceful and they respond to that peacefulness, things they don't like, disagreements, and they attack people, or they kill people, or they harm people, or they destroy property, etc.
So what peaceful movement would you say that the left has responded to violently?
Charlie Kirk, for example, who was just murdered in broad daylight on a college campus behind a table just like this one for doing nothing more than espousing his opinions.
And I want to also say it's not a politician. He doesn't have executive authority. Yeah. He doesn't have congressional power to actually enact any policy. This is a political commentator.
Yeah, I know, and it truly is sad because the majority of the left does condemn what happened, right? What I've seen is that it's mainly people, children, like teenagers on the internet who don't have any real connection to reality, people who spend too much time online saying, yeah, he should have died a long time ago, that type of stuff. Most people condemn his death regardless.
I totally disagree. I set up a tip line for people to submit me, people who they know to be celebrating Charlie's death, and overwhelmingly teachers, doctors, nurses, people that work in maternity wards, dentists, educators, athletic coaches. Yeah, overwhelmingly, and they're all on my Twitter. So if you want to see these people, they're on my Twitter. You can just go look at it.
So this tip line, right? Is it submitted by these people? Are they the ones saying that they are?
So this is how it works. So what I did is I said I'll expose somebody, and then I'll say under the tweet, submit tips at my email, dcbhigby with 2 Y's at gmail.com. Send me links to the posts, links to their profile, links to their LinkedIn, etc. So what that allows me, I don't pursue any tips that are just screenshots, because it could be photoshopped. I don't know. Somebody could be trying to destroy somebody's life and didn't do anything wrong. So send me live links to live posts that I can go and look at and verify that this person actually said this thing with a live post. And that's the majority of tips that I got were teachers, doctors, nurses.
That's terrible. That really is terrible. But would you still say that from the tips that you received, it's fair to say that the majority of the left in America is violent? Because, I mean, the kind of goal of the left is more, progressive towards equality, that type of thing. So do you think it's fair to say that the left overall is a violent political group?
I think leftism necessitates violence because the goal of leftism is a political ideology. It's further left than liberal, and the intention of leftism is to turn whatever country they live into a socialist utopia. And that's their goal. And they think I don't mean that in a derogatory way. They think socialism is good. That's what they want. Right. Communism is not a real thing. Yeah. Karl Marx says on page 56 of the German Ideology that communism is just the belief that socialism should exist. If you are allegiant to the idea of socialism, you're a communist. Okay? So they want socialism, which is what everyone thinks is communism. So they want that, and they know they need a violent revolution. That is why, in the United States, leftists actually support gun rights. Yeah. They actually support the right to own guns. And why do they support the right to own guns? Because they want a revolution. And they know that the revolution won't be bloodless. And we heard this exact rhetoric after Charlie Kirk was killed. I saw leftists on the internet saying, why are you liberals, the lesser left, freaking out over Charlie Kirk being killed? Did you think the revolution would be bloodless?
And we know that to be the true with the organizations on this campus, like Revolutionary Communists of America. I've gone undercover, and they told me the exact same thing, that there's no way that the revolution is going to be without blood. Yep. And unfortunately, like Cam said, there's a lot of these people on the internet, and these aren't AI, screenshots, whatever it is. These are real people. Emory University professors coming out and saying that Charlie Kirk's death was justified because of his position.